history of our particular foundation of civilization begins with the birth of Islam. The one and the only, the Almighty of the universe speaks. Those who have shall share outrightly with those who don't have. Whoever has lost his family, whoever has fallen, whoever has got stranded, whoever has not been able to earn enough, whoever has not had education as needed, blessed hands shall be offered to those who are in need, as power permits. The Prophet of Allah becomes the guide of the commandments on this issue as well. He devotes a water well and stipulates, whoever, whichever living gets thirsty is allowed to drink from this well outrightly, and they shall feel enlivened. Merciful hands of humanity begin to weave their marks as well. These inerasable marks are followed throughout generations. The Ottomans carry the flag which they borrow from the Seljuks to the whole world by institutionalization. They abide by the relic of ancestors, leaving their prints everywhere, for the sake of humanity. They suppose everyone as siblings, wherever they reign. They share the belief of the last book and its unique civilization, open its loving heart and reach his hand of abundance out without expecting any return. Because the mold of this past eternity is mixed of compassion, clemency, and inexpectant sharing. Without making discrimination among race, gender, age, language, and space, it protects non-living beings and embraces the past and the future. Sultan Bayezid II becomes medium for education of thousands of people through the foundation he establishes for children who cannot study because of poverty. The wife of Sultan Mustafa III, mother to Sultan Selim III, Sultana Miri Shah, leaves many traces of work for foundation. Ayub Hospice, which was established by the compassionate Sultana, still proceeds its holy service. The wife of Sultan Mahmud II, mother of Abdul Mejid Sultana Bezmi Alem, Feast for the World, establishes a hospital for the poor. The income of vast olive gardens in Edremit, 1847 AD, has helped Guriba, Poor Foundation Hospital serve continually since 1847, and, with the university, provides training for doctors and medical personnel. The foundation, established by Ahmed Ziauddin Effendi, has had worn-out books repaired and transferred our written heritage to the future. The Gura Bahani-i Laklakan Foundation was founded at the beginning of the 19th century for care and treatment of migratory birds such as storks. This ancient known animal hospital is still in service in its building in the city of Bursa today. The roots of our foundation civilization, which is spread to 3 continents, is still being continued with the unchanged understanding. Hundreds of years of ancient heritage and works which face destruction due to aging and ruin have been brought to light with their intact moral values thanks to the investments of our institution. It is our hope that our 1,000-year foundation vision be shared, kept surviving, and surround the whole world. The eternal source of this belief coming from the past is strong enough to enlighten darkness. Together with the first foundation established in Anatolia in 1048, the winds of peace, compromise and human sharing will continually blow till the end of times. Our General Directorate, with more than 50,000 foundations hereditary of Ottoman and Seljuk periods, is today the biggest and the most rooted collaboration and solidarity institution. Thousands of new foundations established by the frame of civil law after the Declaration of the Republic have been performing their welfare activities with modern vision under our guidance. Our General Directorate, which is the second biggest institution in Turkey as the proprietor of property after the Treasury, conducts all its services with the revenues of century-old foundations, besides its production and investment-based incomes. All revenues we acquire through our olive oil factory and drinking water facilities, along with the income we obtain in return for construction and establishments and investments, have been shared unrequitedly for the sake of humanity since the first day. We look back at our past with our modern perspective and see through the future. For our new investment plans, we have the same wind, but our energy is different. We have the same sun, but our perspective is different. We are certainly cutting across all boundaries in these sharings. We bestow our hands as much as we can to those who are desperate anywhere in our fatherland for the sake of Allah only. We have been protecting our past well for 1,000 years in order to narrate our deeds better to the future. Roots of our foundation civilization, which is the base for social state principle and with recognition in the world, have been gaining strength, with the consciousness beyond ages, with the belief of reaching from ancient history to eternity. We have been here since 1048.